List of highest grossing Indian films. This is a ranking of the highest grossing Indian films, which includes films from various languages based on the conservative global box office estimates as reported by reputable sources. There is no official tracking of domestic box office figures within India, and Indian sites publishing data are frequently pressured to increase their domestic box office estimates. This article is about the highest grossing films made in India. For the highest grossing films in the box office territory of India, see list of highest grossing films in India. Indian films have been screened in markets around the world since the early 20th century. As of 2003, there are markets in over 90 countries where films from India are screened. During the first decade of the 21st century, there was a steady rise in the ticket price, a tripling in the number of theaters, and an increase in the number of prints of a film being released, which led to a large increase in the box office collections. The majority of highest grossing Indian films are Hindi films. As of 2014, Hindi cinema represents a percentage of the net box office revenue in India, while Telugu and Tamil cinema represent a percentage, and other industries constitute a percentage. In 2019, the Hindi film industry represented a percentage of box office revenue, followed by the Telugu and the Tamil film industries, each representing a percentage. Other prominent languages in the Indian film industry include Malayalam and Kannada, representing a percentage each, as well as Bengali, Marathi, Odia, Punjabi, Gujarati, and Bhojpuri. As of 2020, the combined revenue of all other language film industries has surpassed that of the Hindi film industry. By 2021, Telugu cinema became the largest film industry of India in terms of box office. See list of highest grossing films in India for domestic gross figures and list of highest grossing Indian films in the overseas markets for overseas gross figures. Global gross figures. The following table lists the top 50 highest grossing Indian films, which include films from all Indian languages. The figures are not adjusted for inflation. The following list of films is sorted in terms of Indian rupees. Currency conversions to US dollars are also given as reference points. As many of these films had international releases, however, the currency conversions may not be consistent, as the dollar-rupee exchange rate has varied over time, from 48 rupees per dollar in 2009 to over 65 rupees per dollar in 2017. The exchange rate varied even more greatly prior to 2009, so a number of older films which grossed highly in terms of US dollars are underrepresented on this list. See highest grossing films by year below for gross figures of older films. This is a dynamic list and may never be able to satisfy particular standards. For completeness, you can help by adding missing items with reliable sources. Background shading indicates films playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023 in theaters around the world. Highest grossing films by language. Bengali cinema was the center of Indian cinema in the URSS and accounted for a quarter of India's film output in the URSS. Cinema in South India accounted for nearly half of India's cinema halls in the URSS. Assam's cinema is based in the state of Assam and produces films in Assam's language. Background shading indicates films playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023 in theaters around the world. Main article. List of highest grossing Indian Bengali films. Bengali cinema is the Bengali language film industry centered in the Tollygunj neighborhood of Kolkata, West Bengal. It has been known by the nickname Tollywood, a portmanteau of the words Tollygunj and Hollywood, since 1932. Background shading indicates films playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023 in theaters around the world. The Bhojpuri cinema produces films in the Bhojpuri language. The Gujarati cinema produces films in Gujarati language and is primarily focused on the audience in Gujarat and Mumbai. The film industry is sometimes referred to as Tollywood or Gollywood. Background shading indicates films playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023 in theaters around the world. Main article. List of highest grossing Hindi films. See also list of highest domestic net collection of Hindi films. Hindi language film industry based in Mumbai, India, is frequently known as Bollywood. Bollywood is the largest film producer in India and one of the largest centers of film production in the world. Background shading indicates films playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023 in theaters around the world. Main article, List of highest grossing Canada films. Bangalore is the centre for the Canada cinema produced in the Kannada language. It is sometimes known by the nickname Sandalwood. Background shading indicates films playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023 in theaters around the world. Main article, List of highest grossing Malayalam films. Malayalam cinema is a part of Indian cinema based in Kerala dedicated to the production of motion pictures in the Malayalam language. It is sometimes known by the nickname Mollywood by certain media outlets. Background shading indicates films playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023 in theaters around the world. The Marathi cinema industry produces films in the Marathi language and is based in the state of Maharashtra, India. India's first full-length film, Raja Harishchandra, was released in 1913 in Marathi. Background shading indicates films playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023 in theaters around the world. Odia cinema is primarily based in Odisha state, producing movies mainly in the Odia language and a few movies in Sambalpuri language. The first Odia movie was Sita Vivaha, which was released in Main article, List of highest grossing Punjabi films. Punjabi cinema, producing films in the Punjabi language, is primarily based in the state of Punjab, India. Background shading indicates films playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023 in theaters around the world. Main article, List of highest grossing Tamil films. Tamil cinema, the Tamil language film industry, is based in the Kodambika neighborhood of Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. It is sometimes colloquially known as Kollywood, a portmanteau of Kodambikam and Hollywood. Background shading indicates films playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023 in theaters around the world. Main article, List of highest grossing Telugu films. Telugu cinema, also known by its nickname Tollywood, is a part of Indian cinema producing films in the Telugu language in the states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana and is centered in the Hyderabad neighborhood of Film Nagar. Background shading indicates films playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023 in theaters around the world. Highest grossing films by year. Highest grossing franchises and film series. The Khiladi franchise was the first film franchise to gross over 100 rupees crore, followed by the Krish film series. Bahubali is the first franchise to collect over 1,000 rupees crore at the box office, and the only franchise where all the films have grossed at least 500 rupees crore worldwide. Indicates that at least one film in the series is playing in the week commencing 13 January 2023.